We all love snacks. We really do. We love eating them and lots of them. But wait, after we have eaten, we are suffering from gas, acidity, indigestion, and we want a pill to solve this problem. Now, today we'll be discussing about this problem. The antacid we take consists of various side effects. Let's discuss.
Acidity,
Sour taste in mouth, burning sensation, heaviness. Take Eno.
Now, Eno is one of the most popular antacids over the counter. It contains sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, citric acid, and it has some side effects like belching, increased sodium in our body called hypernatremia, and also gastric irritation. Now, coming to liquid antacids, there are various types of antacids like Digene, Polycrol, Gelusil MPS, and milk of magnesia. These are also available in tablet forms. Now, most of these antacid contains aluminum and magnesium hydroxide. Antacid brands containing magnesium hydroxide can cause diarrhea, and which contains aluminum hydroxide can lead to calcium loss and thereby increase osteoporosis. We should avoid aluminum containing antacids because aluminum is a cancer causing material. Now, milk of magnesia is the only antacid available in the market which is devoid of aluminum salts. Now, H2 blockers like ranitidine and famotidine are very much popular in the market, like Rantac and Famocid. These products can decrease acid secretion in stomach by about 70%. Ranitidine and famotidine are the most commonly used H2 blockers, and it has side effects like headaches. Others are not used nowadays. Proton pump blockers are most commonly used nowadays. It consists of pantoprazole and omeprazole. These are long-acting drugs and can decrease gastric secretion by 100%. Among the antacids, proton pump blockers are the most notorious. It has various side effects. This can hamper the absorption of vitamin B12, vitamin C, and minerals like magnesium, iron, and calcium. Both PPI and H2 antagonists can cause anemia by decreasing iron and vitamin B12 absorption. PPIs can cause gastric cancer. PPI increases gastrin hormone, which causes gastric mucosa hyperplasia. Due to decrease in gastric secretion, there is bacterial overgrowth in small intestine called SIBO. This can cause stomach infections. Due to gastric acid suppression, there is no defense from bacteria multiplying. Thereby, there is colonization of pathogens like gram-positive bacteria from upper gastrointestinal tract and can cause nosocomial pneumonia due to aspiration. Now, these drugs can also increase the chances of heart attack. PPI decreases nitric oxide production by inhibiting eNOS, leading to endothelial dysfunction. Secondly, it decreases vitamin B12 absorption, thereby increasing homocysteine, which increases heart attack. Also, it decreases magnesium absorption, leading to vasoconstriction and increased blood pressure. PPIs are linked to dementia, hearing loss, and also aging. Let's see how. PPI decreases vitamin B12 absorption, also inhibits autophagy, causing neurodegeneration and neuropathy. Also, it decreases the blood supply of inner ear, causing hearing loss. PPIs cause telomere shortening, thereby causing endothelial cell aging and microvascular changes. These drugs can lead to renal failure, kidney disease, and dialysis. Let's see how. Deposition of PPI metabolites in the tubulointerstitium cause immunoresponse and inflammation. This causes acute interstitial nephritis and acute kidney injury, which leads to chronic kidney disease and end-stage renal disease and interstitial fibrosis and tubular atrophy. PPIs can also increase the risk of fractures. PPIs can lead to a decrease in the absorption of calcium and magnesium and thus can lead to causation of osteoporosis. As PPIs can also increase histamine, it can cause asthma in children. As we can see, PPIs consists of lot of side effects. It should be used in emergency situations like heartburn or ulcer. It should be prescribed by doctors and should be taken for 4 to 6 weeks maximum at a stretch. For other cases, we can use milk of magnesia, which consists of only magnesium hydroxide and is safe, can be taken in recommended doses, and if it is not relieved, we can take H2 blockers sometimes. Thank you so much for watching the video. Wish you a healthy life. Please subscribe, share and like the video and keep supporting us.